Going to be putting on my mask here in just a second. I'm going in to submit the request for the license plate of the vehicle to identify the owner of the security firm who was in uniform today, who assaulted me. We'll see what happens with the police.
Attempting to put my phone in my pocket without turning my phone off. And putting on my mask. The mask is almost on. And let's go and do this request. And grab my pen. Mask came off. Hi, can I meet with an officer shortly? Yes, please. John Miller? Thank you. So, Your Honor, I've got this information. I've asked the law enforcement to identify the victim, identify the criminal that assaulted me. I'm trying to be as reasonable as possible, so I'm going to present this information to the officer. I'm going to minimize my conversation with them because they have not been doing their duty as sworn officers of the law, enforcing the law. So I'm going to give them the opportunity to identify and do their job. Again, I'm attempting to be reasonable in the face of unreasonableness. It's kind of amazing.
This puts kind of a timestamp on the efficiency and the expectation when we try to engage with public servants, public employees. I don't mean that in a derogatory way at all. I definitely understand and appreciate and respect their position, and that they're appointed to do a job to keep a civil society. Unfortunately, when we become a victim of a crime, this is our only resource to get assistance. And in my personal situation, I have not been on the reasonableness side of receiving justice, and I have to go through extraordinary efforts. And this is just one effort that they should have done this just as a matter of course of duty. I reported a criminal act. I presented evidence of the criminal act, and I just needed the identity of the person, either they were working in authority or not.
Mr. Miller?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I have a case that was closed recently regarding an assault that took place down at the Lincoln Court Shopping Center.
Yes, I spoke to you on the phone yesterday.
Very good.
Lieutenant Kopaz is in a meeting right now, but
It's totally fine.
yeah, so I'll have an answer for you shortly.
That's okay. I have to assume, based upon the information I have thus far from your investigation, that this person wasn't a security guard. No confirmation he was a security guard. No information was provided regarding his identification, his Act 235 certification. None of that has been provided to me. So I have to treat it as a private person that assaulted me. So I've identified the private person's driver's license number. I don't have access to that information. So the only thing I can do is I can provide it to you and request that you identify the criminal that perpetrated violence against me, and I'll let it go through the court of law.
Okay.
So I'm going to present this to you as the driver's license number of the person. Now, he may not be the owner of the vehicle, but I have to do my own due diligence and
Right.
investigate.
But just so you know, like if somebody came up to us and said, hey, can you run this tag? We just can't get out that
Absolutely.
information.
Absolutely. This is related to the investigation. So I'm not just arbitrarily saying run the
But if
tag.
your investigation, if your matter is already closed,
Sure. If you choose not to do that, that's at your discretion. I'm being a reasonable person.
okay, so what exactly are you inquiring about? Like, what are you asking?
So let me, instead of ask, I'll state, okay? I presented the officer with the report of a crime under penalty of perjury. It's a false report if I lie. I presented a little bit of evidence to the officer of the alleged crime. I have no evidence that that is a security guard that did that. I do now, because I went back and they observed, but he won't identify. He is hiding. So I'm telling you, this security guard assaulted me. I needed his name, ID, and his employer. That was not provided to me. It wasn't provided to me by PennDOT, by him, or by the police. So if you will not identify him, that individual I am asserting is driving that car. If you choose not to do that, that's at your discretion.
What's this?
That's the email address where I want the information sent.